Yo, it's once again your one, the one and only your boy Honcho J23 coming to you live real quick with another special edition of Independent Scene, the podcast. I want to take this opportunity right now to say what's good to you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am. All that good stuff. I hope you guys are truly, out here, chasing your dreams, all that good stuff. But with that being said, I want to shout out real quick. I want to shout out my brother in the background. You know what I'm saying? NBA Pharaoh is already in the building.
You already know, goddamn, what's good. Y'all niggas need to get at me. Underscore NBA Pharaoh, goddamn. Don't forget the dot. Hit me up. I got a store too. If you want some clothes, holla at your boy.
That's her, that part. And like I said, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Again, I want to welcome you guys to the podcast, to the platform. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? This is something that I've been, cooking up for a minute, but that's neither here nor there. With that being said, we're gonna bring in my guest today. You know, he's all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? One of the Charlotte, North Carolina artists, and he's definitely dope. So with that being said, let's welcome the guest at this time. He goes by Tylin. Also in the building, we also got his manager who goes by the name of Terenzo Brands. So let's, we're getting him in here and we're gonna get to it. So with that being said, it's your boy Honcho. Let's get it. Let's see. Let me see where. Let me see where he at.
Hey, you ain't noticed, did you? I did a little clean up too.
See where he at.
How does it taste so far?
I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, already.
No, they didn't. I believe so. I see one on the side. You should
Waiting on your guy. Yo, what's going on, man?
What's poppin'? How you doing?
What's good, man? How you doing?
I feel great. I feel like I look great. Today's a good day. How you doing?
Oh, true. Hey, that's what it is, man. Everything been good out with you, I see.
Yeah, just had my dog birth two puppies. So
Congrats on that.
mm,
Okay. Well, first of all, like I said, I am your host, the one and only, the one you've been hearing about, Honcho J. So I want to welcome you to the platform once again. Definitely an honor and a pleasure to, finally meet you. I've been hearing so much about you, so I definitely can't wait to, get it in, which is what's going on. But with that being said, I'm going to let you have the floor, let you introduce yourself to all the people out there, and we're going to get right into it.
all right. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Tylin, official Tylin Music on Instagram. I am originally from California. I just moved to Charlotte not too long ago, about 2 years exact. Dropped my first project. My first single just released today. It's on all platforms, so feel free to stream. What else is there?
All righty. Well, with that being said, man, we just gonna jump right into it, man. Because I am super excited. I've been super excited about this podcast all week since we set it up. So I definitely can't wait to get into it. But first things first, man. How did you get into music, and where did it start?
So I've actually been in music pretty much all my life, but I didn't really start taking it seriously until I got to the age like maybe about 23.
Mm-hmm.
And 24 now. So things have definitely been kicking off at a really fast pace, a lot faster than I expected anything. But my family actually is mainly into music. So I have a cousin who she had music on the radio in LA. I'm not still playing though. Both my grandmas sang. That's how I got the voice.
Okay. So, man, my next thing I want to get into real quick, let's talk about this new project that you recently just dropped. Let us know what that project is, and let us know, what's so dope about it.
So the project is titled "Telling Your Life in Notes," or Tylin as an acronym. So the first project single itself is Sunny. So imagine that you're talking to a girl that you had been talking to since maybe middle school, maybe high school, going into college, and she just brightens up your day. Only thing you can really think about is her.
Okay.
Day in and day out. It really depends.
Okay. Okay. So what prompted you to put out this project, this particular project? What prompted you to do that?
Honestly, man, I feel like it was just about time. I had been procrastinating long enough, trying to work on my craft, get everything right, get everything put out. Like, I felt it was time to really make my mark in this industry.
Okay. And since making that mark, do you feel like your career has put you in the right position, in the right place at the right time?
I would say so. The universe has a way of aligning itself at the right moment, at the right point, at the right time.
Okay. So talk to us a little bit about the love and the support that you get from people that have either come out to see you or have heard your music. Like, what is the response like coming from the people that truly support?
Okay, so without a doubt, it's definitely going to be my family off top, my friends Jeff, Ty, Sauceman, um, close friends in California.
Okay.
Like the support has been overwhelming. Like I cannot express the gratitude enough that I feel from that.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this, man. With being an artist, man, what's it like to, be able to go out and to perform and, be on stage and just, really catch that vibe and really interact with the crowd? Like, what is that like for you as an artist to be able to go out there and do that?
Definitely. So for me, when I was just starting out, it would just be nerves. But when I really got into it, like I was really catching the vibe on stage, it's like I caught a high. Like when you finally are able to do what you felt like you've been meant to do for the longest time and putting yourself out, there's no better other feeling.
Right. I feel that. Okay. So now, real quick, man. Kind of switching gears for a second. Talk to us a little bit about your growing up. What was growing up like for you, and coming into your own as a man, and really, you know, realizing what it was that you wanted to do in life.
So I come from a semi medium sized family. My mom, my dad, one elder sister.
Okay.
Um, it's been one hell of a bumpy ride. Like
Okay.
growing up, had I had chances to see certain things that no kid should see.
Okay.
So I've seen two people killed in front of me. I'm just
Wa-
gonna put that.
Wow. So I know that. So I know with things like that, it had to be a traumatic experience for you. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely traumatic, but as I gotten older, I learned to cherish each moment you have, live every day like it's your last. Um, don't belittle yourself to not actually achieve the dreams that you want and actually go for what you want in life because hell, no day is promised to no man.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So real quick, talk to us a little bit about the brand that you're with. You're with one of my favorite groups of all. Shouts out to Torenzo Brands. Talk to us a little bit about that. And what's it like, not only being a part of Torenzo Brands, but being, knowing the one and only Jeff, what I'm saying, and everything that he has going on right now. What's that like?
So that in itself, I gotta say, going back to that earlier statement where we said certain things happen at the right point in time when the universe allows it, that was one of those moments that just happened. Like that was a friendship that just took off, business partnership, continuing on. Like there, the sky's the limit, and we're gonna go beyond that. I just feel that on every level.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, so real quick, switching gears, man. What's been the best piece of advice that you've ever received in your entire life?
Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Compare yourself to the previous you, and then work to get better than what you had been before. And
Okay,
do what was that last bit? That last bit, it was the one that really hit that hook. What was it? Okay. Oh yeah. Don't um don't think less of yourself. You are more than what you have to offer.
okay, Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. So for all the listeners out there, for all the the rappers and the singers and up and coming artists of today, what advice do you have for them to keep them motivated, to keep them going, to keep them pushing, to really, what I'm saying, keep to not for them to see that there's still greatness out there and they still can win.
Okay, so my advice being, do not ever think that your content, that your masterpieces, that your pieces that you craft are something that you can just throw away, because they're art. Cherish what you have because it's a gift that you have given to other people.
Right. Right. Big facts. Okay. Okay. All right, so now once again, and I think, I told you this, I'm gonna be switching gears quite a bit. So my first thing, the next topic I want to get into, of course, is entertainment.
Mhm.
And so we have a lot of things going on in the entertainment world right now, but mainly specifically, we got two things that we're going to talk about and we're going to discuss. But that first thing, of course, is obvious, the elephant in the room. This whole little Nas situation.
Oh,
He put out a video, and of course, I don't know if you saw, but if you have, you're getting, where I'm coming from. So he puts out this video, and it basically shows him, in heaven at one point, then he goes to hell and things of that nature. But what I want to know from you as an artist, seeing something like that or hearing something like that, what
mhm.
what what type of interpretation did you get from that? Seeing both those transitions from the video to and then seeing it for yourself.
So referring back to the message that is my album, when you tell your life in notes, I consider that being something that he would tell his life in notes. So say, for example, he grew up in a church and he only just came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with him having just come out, I'd say maybe it was an affront to all the homophobic Christians that um, that narrative that you either do this or you go to hell. But I do know,
I can't hear you.
I think they're entitled to their own opinion. I don't
Okay.
really have a say.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you this. So give us your thoughts and opinions on the LGBT community. What is your opinion of that? Because it's so huge. So I got to know, as an artist, what is that like? To have that out there, and what's your perception of that?
Well, honestly, um, people are people too. I mean, you got to realize that you can't like downplay somebody else because you don't like how they live their lives. I mean, realistically, focus on you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you can only control what you have in your life and not anybody else's.
That's true.
Just
Right.
focus on you and you can better yourself as a person. So try not to knock another person's struggle just because somebody else said something about it. Have your own.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right. So also, and I appreciate you for speaking on that. But also, in other entertainment news, we had one of the gospel singers, Kurt Franklin. Him and his son had a disagreement, and it was some words exchanged. Audio was recorded. Things of that nature. And of course, to some, some people thought it was funny. Some people thought it was just like too much. But I want to get your feedback on that. Like, what was your perception of that?
My reaction, I was actually surprised, but then again, I'm just going to say this. I mean, people growing up, like, you had a way to discipline yourself. You had a way to talk about a situation. And his child is like, what, 30 something years old now?
Yeah, 30, but yeah, about 30 something. Yeah.
I, it's a little bit. It's a little bit too late in life, but you know what? Everybody's human. We have to separate people's lives from real life situations instead of trying to include ourselves in that situation because that was just their situation. It ain't
Right.
ours. I do
Right.
touch like I will actually be touching on things like that in my album too.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this, man, because you're, if I remember correctly, you're based out there in Charlotte, North Carolina, right now. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So being in Charlotte, man, being in the as they say, the Queen City, if you will, being in an area like that, and being around all the things that you're around, and being exposed to all the music areas and music scenes and stuff like that. What has that been like for you to be able to move around and go to different places and build different bonds and friendships musically?
Oh man, I gotta say that's been glorious. Hearing all the undeniable talent, because you cannot deny undeniable talent. It's very cultured and it's a place to get a lot of different inspiration from. Like I cannot, I cannot begin to even elaborate on that. That's just been exponential.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now I want to get into another topic of we the versus battles. There we go. We've been having these versus battles going back and forth. A whole lot of icons and stars have hit the stage and have done their thing. But I got to know from you, man. What's been your most favorite battle, and who do you look forward to stepping into the ring next?
Now that I've actually been trying to research, but I haven't actually had enough time to see it myself. But I just gotta say, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing who's going to go ahead with who. And I don't know. I mean, the last one that I thought I saw was Brandy versus Monica.
Okay. Okay.
It
Okay.
was in their old song, their newest and latest hits.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm rocking with Brandy all the way.
Most definitely. Okay. So let me ask you this, man. There are so many genres of music out here,
Mhm.
and there have been eras of music that will live on to the end of time. But I gotta know, man, what is your most favorite genre, and what is your most favorite era of music?
It has to be the 90s, hands
Okay.
down. Def-
Okay.
it's definitely R&B, soul, hip hop,
Okay.
and
Okay. All right. All right. So let me ask you this, man. If you could take any song and make it as your own, you know, past or present, what would it be?
um, any song. Ooh, you hit me with a hard one because there's so many.
Yes, sir. Sir.
um, Personally, I wish it could be "Need You Bad" by Jasmine Sullivan. That one hits. It really.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now, if you could collab with any artist, past, present, or alive, what I'm saying, who would it be?
Is it only one artist I can choose, or can it be multiple?
It could be multiple, and it could be local or entertainment.
Okay, first of all, let me just put out there Taya Elaine.
Okay.
When she hit the stage, I was so shocked. Them vocals are so buttery smooth. Yes.
Okay.
There's her as an HER.
Okay.
Her name's Gabby Wilson, but yeah, her, Jasmine Sullivan, Chris Brown.
Okay.
I think that's about it.
Okay, okay. I could see that. I could see that. Taking place somewhere. I could definitely see that popping off. All right. So now, real quick, when it comes to and then now once again I'm switching gears. We have been facing, of course, the worldwide crisis that is known as the COVID-19 and the pandemic. But I gotta know from you, man. What has this pandemic taught you anything? Or have you learned anything from this pandemic, or are you still learning? Or
Yeah, like definitely a learning lesson, and people are still learning to this day, even though some people are still repeating the same actions of insanity, expecting a different result. It's definitely taught me to be patient with yourself. It's definitely taught me that you need to cherish the bonds that you have before you lose what you have.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Because me personally, my mom, she was affected by COVID.
mm-hmm.
That a whole stroke, and she's already prone to a whole lot of health problems too.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's really been like that since after I was born.
Wow,
Really.
wow. Yeah, I definitely, man. It makes me feel bad, to hear things like that, because it's like, man, this pandemic, man, it has truly affected a whole lot of people all over the world, man. So to hear that, like I said, I definitely, send my prayers and condolences to your mom, that she gets better, what I'm saying, and definitely, recovers at full potential. Um, Real quick, I want to get into this real quick. So, speaking on the topic of social media, man, there's been, social media has blown up larger than life. But what I got to know from you is, man, what has been the most rewarding, for as an artist, being a part of social media and being able to interact with your supporters and your fans and things of that nature.
So it's definitely been the networking aspect, meeting new artists, hearing their content, definitely recording instances and moments in time. Um, I really have not had a negative interaction with that. It's always been a whole vibe.
Okay. 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 Now, which social media platform do you spend your time on more?
So before it was TikTok, because that's basically what everybody was getting into. Then it
Okay.
turned really toxic out of nowhere. I don't know where all that energy came from. Then I had to switch back to Instagram, which is much less toxic.
Okay. 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 So now, um, being a part of social media, man, like I said, it definitely has its ups and downs, man. But as an artist, and you being out there in Charlotte, North Carolina, man, whenever you go to put out music or go to put out projects, what is the message behind these projects and these albums that you put out that you want the people to take away from them?
So the message that I do want to put out with telling your life in notes is I want y'all to realize that all those past experiences that you had that made you into the person today, all those past experiences that you didn't act upon, that you had the chance to act upon, trust your gut, go with it.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. I feel that. So now I want to kind of, and I appreciate you for speaking on that again, by the way. I want to touch on another topic that, is also plaguing our country right now, that being mental health. You have people dealing with anxiety, low self esteem, depression, things of that nature. But I got to ask, man, and if you, and I don't want you to talk directly to the people, but, for people out there that are, dealing with, some suicide and depression and anxiety and low self-esteem and, things of that nature, what can you say to them to, to keep their spirits lifted, to keep their spirits up so that way they won't feel bad?
So I've had quite a few friends who were in that situation to where they just wanted to end it all. I just got to tell y'all, not do not let the struggles that pervade that life ever let you lead yourself down that path to just end it all, because there's more to life than what meets the eye. Um, my album will touch on that, and I am going to definitely speak on the issues that in that instance. Just please do not do not how do I put this? Don't sell yourself short, don't give up, and just continue to be you, because there's only one you and people still love you for it. And again, my album is going
That
to,
part.
I want y'all to realize that.
That part. Okay. Okay. So now I gotta ask, man. Because you spoke about the album. Life and notes, things of that nature, man. But what I gotta know, man. Because with everything that's going on in the world today and everything that's transpiring, has that been one of the reasons why you've decided to put some of what's going on from the world into your music?
Absolutely. I mean, these are types of things that need to be spoken upon. These are the types of things that people need to hear. If people aren't really knowing that people aren't going through the same thing or are going through the same thing, sometimes it gets daunting. Like telling your notes is going to be that aspect that lets people know that this is what y'all need to hear. This is what y'all need to know, that people are connected and people will be able to hear this.
Right, that part. Okay, okay. So now, with that being said, man, talk us a little bit about, if you will, just about, if anything, like your child, some of your childhood memories, if you have any, and what was it, what was childhood memories like for you?
So childhood memories for me, spending days with my family, getting the chance to sing, getting the chance to grow up in school, perform. Yeah, actually going to trial for American Idol, going to trial for The Voice, getting selected for The Voice, then not actually being able to continue because you something like wait.
Okay, okay. So So you know what? Now I want to kind of touch on that. You just mentioned American Idol. You know, what was that experience like? You know, being able to be on that type of spectrum, of the world or musically.
So American Idol, I gotta say, waiting behind about 5,500 people to just try out and sing to get selected under the hot sun in a hot leather jacket was hellacious. Don't do it.
You said it was hellacious. Okay, okay. I definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. All right, so my next thing I want to get into real quick, man, is when you see other artists perform, and you see your brothers and sisters out here doing their thing,
Mhm.
what goes through your mind as you're sitting back and you're watching it and you're seeing them do what they do just as much as you do it.
I see them giving it their all. I see them putting their best foot forward. I see them telling their lives in notes.
Okay, okay, okay. So out of all the albums that you've created, out of all the albums that you've ever made, has there been that one album or that one song that you still to this day sit back and you think, wow, like I literally wrote this or I literally made this and this is, something that the world was able to get. You know what I'm saying? Or this was something that I was able to convey to the people.
Well, refer that back to the first song on the album, the first release of Sunny, which honestly, when you find somebody who actually makes you feel like, wow, there ain't nobody else like you. Um, and it's my first project and official release with the help of Ty Harris,
Yes, sir.
which, by the way, it was a masterpiece.
The
That,
one and only Ty Harris, that's my Brody.
yep,
Okay, okay. I feel that. So the next thing I want to get into real quick, you mentioned, Ty Harris, what I'm saying, also one of the greatest of the greats of the greats. I hope you heard that. But
indeed.
real quick, I want to know, being able to, do stuff with him and work with him, man. What does that do on like? What is that bond like working with him?
Oh, that's a whole vibe. It's like getting high on life. That shit is.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, real quick, for 2021, what other goals and things do you have set for yourself that you're trying to accomplish and achieve 2021? What up, Ty? What up, there?
So goals that I have set in mind. Um, well, I definitely want to say completing the full set of this album. So the first 5 songs that are coming out, and then the next 7 songs that are coming out. I want this all to go off without a hitch. I want you all to get to hear every aspect of me telling my life in notes, platinum record, million streams. Like the sky's the limit.
Okay, okay, okay. And and you know what? And that's one of those quotes, man, that I find so true because I mean, once you like I said earlier, when you're on that right path, you're on that right track, and you're doing everything that you got to do to continue to say push the envelope. Then more people start to pay attention. So it definitely, I said it pays off for what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Most definitely. All right, so real quick, man, I want you to give us your feedback and your thoughts on love and relationships because you got a lot of people out here now, that you got one hand, you got the couples that are going strong, then you got people out here that's breaking up and trying to get back together and things of that nature. But I wonder from you as an artist, like what is your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying? How do you view and see love and relationship in the world?
So I view love and relationship as something that it comes about maybe 3 times in a lifetime. Like
Okay.
you get 3 chances to love 3 different people, and each time you'll learn 3 different things. And it's all a project, and it's about love and music. So if you're bringing yourself from any type of those dark moments, you can always use some sunny moments.
Definitely played that. But all right, so real quick, when it comes to women, what does a woman have to do to get your attention, or to get time with you, or whatever? How does she? What does she have to? How does she go about doing that?
You know what? A woman can do no wrong if she's just being her natural self without trying to have any expectations of anybody else. Just be,
Okay. Okay.
be
So okay. So with that being said, what is it that you yourself look for in that woman? What does she have to bring to the table in order for y'all to be a dynamic duo?
so for a dynamic duo for me, we definitely need communication. We
Okay.
we need to be real. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, you know what? It kind of reminds me of, a part of the song Sunny that was co-wrote between me and Ty Harris. Um, let's see. Girl, you're like a sunny day. Let me
Okay.
let me explore you in every kind of way. Oh, and girl, you're like a summer's night. You're just my type. You feel so right in everything I like. Oh yeah. You
Okay.
get hello. Hey. And now they can watch us grow. Ooh, waking up to you is everything I never knew I needed. Together we can never be defeated. And together I can see us as completed. And now we're grown, ain't much wrong with this. This young love between us. Hey, and I gotta cut it short right there.
Oh my God, man! So now I see what they've been talking about. Oh my God, I gotta see you in concert. Now. I gotta see you on the show now, because that right there, just man. Okay, okay. So, ladies, I hope he just gave you y'all answers. I hope y'all paying attention. He just sung it to y'all. So, there you is right there. So, real quick, my last three things I want to get into real quick. I'm gonna wrap it on up. But my next thing, man, is we now are at this point now in time where we have so many artists that feel the need to want to copy what they hear another artist is saying or doing. Do you feel like everybody should always have their own lane, or do you feel like sometimes that's necessary to kind of have somebody that you can look at, kind of piggyback off of, and then kind of turn it into your own, if you choose to do it that way?
Honestly, I gotta say, imitation is the best form of flattery. Just, but we all need to have our references, our people that we look up to, that we emulate to really form and shape our music, because from that, we make good music. We're able
Okay.
to either form ourselves in our own image from the previous aspect to it. Um, and I'm nothing close to anyone, in my own opinion, but I can only focus on me on that aspect.
Okay. Okay. I would definitely respect that. All right. So let me ask you this. With you being, this far along in your career, has there been any rewarding thing that you've got out of this that has really, kept you, motivated and kept you strong and kept you pushing even through all the hard times and the ups and downs that you may have had?
Yeah, I gotta say, it's definitely just been the whole musical aspect, making the album, meeting the goals that I expect for myself for the first year, because in my own opinion, I set personal goals for myself. So if I can meet those personal goals within the year, or even if I can't, I know I still can.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Now, real quick, which brings me to my final question, man. Whenever the time comes, because you will be there, and I see that, and I'm speaking that into existence, because you are going to be top notch. and you're gonna be larger than life. I can't wait to see it. So when that time comes, and it will come, you know, what is it that you're gonna want people, not just people, but your friends, your family, and just pretty much everybody all over the world to always remember about Tylin? What is that? What's gonna be that one note, that one message that you leave with them?
I'm not ashamed to say that I'm constantly learning, constantly evolving, constantly growing, and y'all are all going to hear it in my music, and y'all all are definitely going to hear it along the way in the journey that I offer to bring.
Most definitely. Okay. Okay. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate the time, and I have definitely enjoyed this conversation. It was truly dope as always. Definitely appreciate you for taking the time out to chop it up with your boy Honcho J. Shouts out to the homie once again, Ty Harris, back there in the cut doing his thing. All right, real quick, let us know what we could be on the lookout for come 2021 from you, and let the people know where they can follow you and tap in with you at.
All right, so you can follow me at Official Tylin Music. You can definitely look for me on iTunes for the album Tylin for Telling Your Life in Notes. That's T.Y.L.I.N. And I would be nothing without my friends and family, and I do greatly appreciate all that y'all have and all the support that y'all have given me, and I thank you so much for it.
Most definitely. We appreciate you, man. Keep striving, keep doing great things. I see you at the top, megastar, superstar. That's what I'm gonna call you, megastar, superstar. Keep that in mind. But like I said, we definitely appreciate you, and we look forward to bringing you back. You know, because I am gonna bring you back. I can tell you, I'll bring you back as many times as you want to come. The door is always gonna be open. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, thank you so much. I look forward to it.
Most definitely. Take care of yourself. All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. This has been your boy Hunter J23 of Independent Singer Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time. We out.